Hey everybody, what's going on? So today I'm going to be doing episode 6 of the GoldSteve series. And I'm going to try to be a little more upbeat in this video because I think in this last one I might have seemed a little bored. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a little tired, but this is still pretty exciting to grow this account starting from only $150. And I think in a few months you're going to see that by blogging about this stuff, doing the challenges, reinvesting the money into the cards, getting some SPS, and getting some other things that we're able to go ahead and get a little bit more value. Also in this video, it's going to be a little bit about using some of those tools to get money back in. This was requested by a few people, so if it's helpful for you, you'll want to stick around for all that. If you already know how to turn your hive into DEC and get it back into the game without any problems, then you only might want to watch to see if I have a tip for you or not. But I understand if you skip this one, if you're not that into that, or at least those parts of it. So let's go ahead and get started with taking a quick look at the account. So once again, I've been taking part in all the Splinterlands challenges. I'll be doing the social media post on this account later today, which will actually recap some of the steps we do in this video, but with less commentary and things like that. Similar to what I did here, where I did my first week in Silver 3 post, I got a $15 vote from the team. My battle post got an $18 vote. This one's paying out in a couple more days. And my last battle got a 15. So they vary right around there. And again, you only get a quarter of that liquid. That's all I'm spending on cards. You could pick a number for your HP and start powering down to add more money, but it doesn't power down instantly. So you're not going to be able to put half of that quickly liquid into the game. But if you had the same kind of goal of only staying at say 50 HP or 100 HP, because that gave you enough to do your basic blogging and the rest was going back into the game, that's fine. But if you did want to grow your account to be a little bit bigger, other big account holders do like to see that you're letting your HP grow. They might take a look at your wallet. If they see you're powering down, they might not vote for you. So just know those type of things if you decide to go that route when it comes to your Hive account that is attached. Now, I'm always using Peakd. Peakd is not the front end that you have to use. It's just the one that I've become the most familiar with, I'm most comfortable with. I do know that there is a Splinterlands talk, which is a little bit more front facing of them and their token. And obviously we're going to touch on the SPT token because that should be one of the tags that you use for all of your posts. So to give you an idea on my post, since we haven't talked about this in a while, you do Splinterlands, I do SPT, 1-Up, Battle, and then those are the only tokens that I try to earn currently. There could be some other ones that pop up from time to time. You could also be a part of another community already if you're somebody who's an active blogger, and then you could throw that tag on these posts as well, as long as they don't mind. But I like to keep it to ones that I know don't mind. Now, some of those tokens aren't worth anything right now, but you never know when a token might take off on the Hive platform. And anytime you can get a few cents, because there are common cards in Splinterlands that cost a few cents, that's one more common card you can add to your collection. Now, we're going to go ahead and come over here to the wallet, and you can see I have 2 posts to claim that is going to be about $7.50 and $6.80, and one of the HP. That's going to push me up to almost 40 Hive power, but like I said, I'm not necessarily going to power this down because I'm going to be showing you how when you're building this account, you also can build up a bigger Hive account. Now, if that's not something you really want to do, that's where you would go here and power down and keep this number at a number that gives you enough resource credits and to keep posting. And the easiest way to know that is just every time you want to post, you can post, then you're fine. With 30, I have no issues posting a few comments and 2 posts a week. But if you were commenting on posts every single day, you might need a little bit more. Once you get up to probably about 100, you'll never worry about it again. But that's just the way this kind of works. Also, getting these resources for on your own into your account, actually owning your Splinterlands Hive account is something that's kind of nice to have. So we're going to start off by claiming these. We'll close that out. It's going to take a moment for this to go through, and then we're going to, while that's going through, I'm going to talk about the 2 ways for you to start by getting these tokens turned into DEC. Now, the main thing we're going to use is tribal decks, and I'll put a link to the tribal decks in my video, but there's a couple other front ends you could use, like if you like Leo or you're a Leo finance person, they have the Leo decks. If you're very old school, you can use the Hive Engine model, but that's not that one's just not as clean looking and easy and intuitive to use. So Tribal Decks is the newer one that most people use. Now, the only reason I'm going to be showing you one other thing here is because there is a chance sometimes that there's not that much liquidity for the token you get paid out in, the HBD tokens that should be worth about 98 cents. So you want to just do a quick comparison before you move your funds onto Tribal Dex, if you should move them as Hive or if you should move them as HBD. And so I'll show you that really quickly. If you hit this down here, you'll see this little option show up on market. So once you have your Hive balance here, you can open up this market, and you can currently see there is an internal Hive wallet market between Hive and HBD. Now this one usually has much more liquidity because people don't usually move their HBD into Tribal Dex because there's a 1% fee on the deposit. So if they just want to get Hive, they're not going to pay that 1% fee on deposit. They're just going to turn it on to Hive here. But since you have to pay the 1% deposit no matter what when you move your tokens into Tribal Dex, whether it's Hive or HBD, you might want to do a trade here because it would allow you to send Hive in, which is much more liquid on the Tribal Dex exchange than the HBD token sometimes. So really quickly, you can just see right now that the highest bid is currently 111. A Hive, so 1.11 Hive. That's not dollars. This market is always in Hive. And you can also see how big that is, right? So the buy orders right now, this is only like one Hive. So realistically, this big one here would be what you'd be selling into, this roughly 1.10960. So that you could dump into that price your 7 or 8 Hive and you are HBDs, and you'd pick up you know, a little bit more Hives than HBDs because they are currently, if you look at the wallet, well actually no, that might be dollar value of Hive. So but you'll do that little swap, you'll sell into that for sure. I need to double check how much Hive you get here quickly if we go into the example. So if I click this price and I'm selling I am buying Hive, let's see, so I can buy 8 roughly for 883. So see, that's kind of how it works. You buy Hive. Let's see if I refresh this, if my claim went through. Yeah, so I have 7.64 HBD. So the one issue with this market is you can't really, or can you? Yeah, you can put that there. So I would buy roughly 6.68 Hive. But really what you're looking at right now is this bid price per HBD of 1.109. So now you're going to go over here and you're going to look at the swapped HBD peg market. So you want to check this market and see where we're at. So we're on a bit of an upcline, but you always want to look at the bid. So the bid would be this number, and then you want to go ahead and put in how many HBDs you have that you would be. So go to the sell side and just quickly do this. So you'll end up with 6.5 Hive here, and you'll end up with 6.8 Hive over here. So you see how this 6.8 Hive is 0.3 Hive better, which is a decent amount of money. So if you wanted to deposit your HBD into Tribal Dex and sell it to this, and then be able to buy your DEC here and move it into the game, because that's what we're going to do, you'd lose a little bit of money because the biggest bid right now is down here at this price, which is actually discounting and not giving you as much Hive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sell my HBD right here and hit this buy Hive button. Oh, I'm going to have to do a refresh here because this site didn't see my bigger amount. So we're going to do right there, buy Hive. Now, it's going to put me in right here. Oh, I was using the wrong price. I'm so sorry. Over here in this one. So I need to go to like this price to do a real comparison. So wait a second. Oh, this is the trade history. I'm so far sorry. This is the sell orders of Hive, because you're buying Hive. So you have to buy into here, and that's not enough to fill my order. So I have to go to this price. So I'm sorry. If I sell my Hive, this number, but we want to click to this price here. No, we need this price here, because you need enough HBDs here to fill your order. But then I need to fix this back to 1.4 And there's my 6.8. So now I'm going to hit the buy Hive button, and this should be able to go through. This will sell all my HBD for Hive. And now you could play the bid and ask market here. Like I could have put mine at the highest bid and I could have waited, but that's what I would have done if I wasn't making this video. And this video is already going to be a little bit longer. So we'll go ahead and go back to my wallet now, and we'll do a refresh. And now I should have some Hive. Okay, so now I have my 6.8 Hive. I did that again because, see, if I would have traded it here, I only would have got 6.5 Hive on the trade. And again, as long as my 1% deposit on my Hive gets me more than 6.5 Hive, then as far as doing it now instantly and selling tokens right now, it was better. Now, obviously, you could have brought your money in. You could have put an ask right here, and then you would have gotten a good number, but you would have had to wait for somebody to buy it. So again, I was showing you the easiest way to liquidate. Just go through doing everything at the best thing. So now we have to go to our wallet, and we need to do a swap Hive deposit, right? So you're going to hit deposit. You're going to select Hive, because we put it into Hive. You would do the same process for HBD, and you just follow the instructions. Now, if you have the Hive keychain wallet, which I have basically told you should get, let me just switch this over to my GoldSteve account. It'll integrate with this on the Hive deposit. So the deposit amount, I want to go ahead and deposit everything, and you'll see you'll receive 6.76. So I did a good job. I got more than I would have done. That's fine. It gave me a little warning there that I wasn't going to have any Hive left, but you don't need liquid Hive on your account for anything. It's your Hive power that you need on your account. So you can zero that out, and it's not a big deal. That's very different than a lot of other chains like ETH or BSC or any of those places, but we're going to see that. Now you'll see these deposits on Hive are also instant. HBD is a little bit different. I'll show you this just to give for your education. If you wanted to do a deposit and you selected HBD, it's going to tell you to send your HBD to this account with this memo. So basically what you need to do is you need to copy both of these down into like a clipboard, then go to your Hive keychain, do a send, and then put this username there and this memo right here. And once you have those two things there, you're going to be able to send your HBD to there, and they'll credit it to your account. Again, if you're not comfortable doing those kind of things, it might be better just to sell them into Hive using the Hive market, because it usually has a very fair price, and then do the deposit like we did here. So now we can look at the tokens on the account on TribalDex. This is going to be one of the easiest places for you to come and look at your wallet besides looking at it here. You can also look at it here to see your wallet, but you can't see what these are worth. So now we're going to look at what these are worth. So I have some SPT tokens that are worth about 55 cents, and I have some 1UP tokens worth 75 cents, and I have some Hive sitting here worth about 764. So these 1UP tokens, I'm going to go ahead and sell, because as you can see, they've had a bit of a price bump, and I can go ahead and liquidate them, because I am not going to start powering up this token yet on this account. Now you'll have to decide on your own account if you do want to do what I'm doing and liquidate your SPT, liquidate your 1UP, liquidate your battle tokens, any other token that you earn from your tags, because it's very possible that those will just give you a little bit more money to help you powering up your Splinterlands card. But it also will hurt you the same way I said powering down your Hive could hurt you. If they have benefits for you holding these tokens, then you might want to go ahead and just lock them up. Like the SPT, you do get airdrop points for these, and you do get the ability to give people SPT when you vote for them. So this might be a token that you want to hold. For my example, though, I'm going to be liquidating these tokens to get me a little bit more money. I have 119 tokens, so I need to sell them into this price. And obviously, it took me a while to get even enough of these tokens to have enough money to successfully even get like 50 or 75 cents. So a lot of these tokens are not worth as much as Hive, and you can earn a little bit more of them. So again, you'll have to do your own research into each one if you really want to understand them and get a better idea of what they are. But we went ahead and we sold those off. We'll go ahead and do a quick refresh here, and now we should have well, I thought I sold these off. Oh, I did a buy order. Let me cancel that. That was almost a mistake. I was talking to you guys and not fully paying attention to what I'm doing. So obviously, make sure you are focusing on what you are doing and double check your work. So we want to click there. We want to click sell. And then we want to click here. Luckily, I did not waste any money doing that because there are no fees on tribal decks for actual trading and putting in trade orders and canceling trade orders. There's only deposits fees on 1% on the way in and 1% on the way out, but you don't pay that 1% on the way out on DEC if it's going into the Splinterlands game. You would if you were trying to send it out to like Binance Smart Chain or somewhere else, but if you want to keep it in game, then you're not gonna pay any fees, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Okay, so now we sold that. So, well, here, we'll just go look at my wallet now. You'll see I have all my money in Swap Hive, $8.85. So now we're going to go to exchange or tokens. You can also, and you can search DEC, but DEC is usually the #1 token. So once it's on top here, you just go ahead and click it. And so now we're going to go look for a sell order that's going to be able to sell to us. Now this one here, as you can see, this is 26 Hive. I only have a balance of 7 Hive. One of the things that's kind of a bummer about this exchange is this doesn't work. I can't change this. So you have to manually on the buy move this number to be close to that number. Because I have 7.935 Hive. I think that's going to be about 5,000. No, I'm sorry. About 2,500. That was close. So 2480, 85, no, 2490. Okay, that's really close. You'll have to play it to get as close as you can, and then you'll go ahead and buy your DEC. So we'll confirm that. It does take sometimes just a few moments for these purchases to go through. Buy order has been placed. You can come down here and just double check that you don't have an open order, and as you can see, it went through. So now the next step is going to be for us to go into the game. So now we're in my GoldSteve account. You can see it sitting here at about 397 DEC. I only have 84 credits left. If you've been following my credits balance, I've been starting to use the credits that I had left because it was only like about, I don't know, couple cents, like 90 cents or something like that, to rent cards. So that's what I'm using the credits for at this point. I'm going to use them all up for doing card rentals until I don't have any left. I'm almost out, and then this account will be using DEC from then for now on, and you should see my balance probably sticking somewhere around here. But we'll go ahead and we'll click on the balance here, and we'll move now. You'll select Hive Engine Wallet because we're on tribal decks, which is still considered a Hive Engine Wallet. It's just a different front end. 2490, and we'll transfer those in. You'll get a keychain pop-up. You agree to do the transfer, and you are going to now see that all 2,490 DEC will be delivered to my account with no fees. And this will allow me to start buying more cards or renting more cards with the money that I made blogging over the last week. Because it's basically, I do this once a week on this account. It's a slow grind, but we did add $8 more to the account that we can go shopping with now, roughly almost $9, because we sold some of those other tokens, and we have our season rewards to claim. So before we get into the actual shopping I'm going to be doing, we might as well claim our season rewards. The reason why we're going to claim these first is because I could get a pack if I'm extremely lucky, or I could get a very rare gold card or something cool, and then I could sell those to have more money to do my shopping with. All right, let's see what we get. A potion, 2 DEC, a potion, another potion, another potion, another potion. Oh boy. 1 DEC, 27 DEC. That literally like just exploded my DEC I got from this. A Pellicor Conjurer, 5 DEC, and 6 DEC. Wow, that was depressing. I am sorry if your rewards end up like this. I know they want to change the rewards to make them a little bit more palatable to us, but hey, we got one more card, we got a little bit more natural power to the account, and we did get enough DEC that we could have rented a few more cards, key ones, for a few days at the right time. Now it's time to go ahead and go shopping. So if we look at my account, I'm renting a decent amount of cards, but the first thing I'm trying to do is get my summoners leveled up. Now you can see I went ahead and rented a level 2 Kalia, but I still need 1, 2, 3. I need 5 to get him to level 2, so I still need 2 more. In one of my last posts, I show you how I bought 2 for $3.71, and you can see that they are about a $4 card today. So I'm going to be showing you how to save a few pennies when you are pinching your pennies to be able to go ahead and get cards, if you're not in a huge hurry, a little bit quicker. Also, I do have a... Oh no, she's not here anymore. So I need to rent another level 2 Tarsa. It'll be the goal to level up Tarsa to level 2 after I get Kelia to level 2. I did rent a Quint the Devious right now. I have a level 2 Thaddeus, have a level 2 General Sloan, have a level 2 Obsidian. Shortly should have this one at level 2, and as soon as I can get them all to level 2, then I will pick the one that I want to move up to level 3. Right now I'm leaning towards Thaddeus because I feel like he's been really effective for me, but some people might say I should do Kelia or Tarsa. General Sloan obviously would be the cheapest choice, and the General Sloan can win, so that is an option, but we'll see what we decide to do. I'd like a little feedback from you if you happen to watch this far into the account. So now let's go ahead and go over to Peakmonsters. Now I told you how I did the bids on Peakmonsters, but I didn't show you how I actually did that. Peakmonsters is a companion site to Splinterlands, and it does a lot of great things. Now as you can see, it has your DEC and credit balances here, and it will quickly give you an idea of how much money you have. I have about $10.36, so I could just buy 2 Kelias for $4 and be done with it. But I can come here and take a look if I have a chance to save a little bit of money. And I'll show you why I want to save a little bit of money if I can. So we're going to look at the summoners for the Chaos Legion, and we're going to go down here to Kalia, and we're going to look what is the current bid market at for this card. So the current bid market is at $3.84. This saves us 16 cents. If we were to buy it at this price, but the person with this bid has bid for 7 cards. They've only got 1 so far. So my choices are to bid under him or under here and wait it out. Like, how fast will these get filled? Now, I'm going to try an example here of actually bidding a little bit lower to try to save another penny. But if you don't want to try to save 2 pennies, then you don't need to, and you could just bid on top of here. So you would copy this price and make it slightly more. But I'm going to copy this price here. $3.81, right? I'm going to go to make a bid, and I'm just going to do the same bid as that one. So that's really putting me behind those 3 people and saying I'm going to wait for about 10 Kelias to get sold to these lower prices before I get mine. The real reason I'm doing that is because I want a chance for DEC to continue to rise, because I feel like with Waka coming out, Splinterlands assets are going back up. I made that point in my last video, and so I'd rather do a bid, try to get them at a cheaper price, because that when those come through, it should be golden. Once your bids are in, you can come back to your portfolio page. So if you go portfolio, and you will have a bids tab where you can see that you have your bids, what they're at, and how much DEC they are at, and your bid market commitments. Now, you can bid a little bit higher than how much money you have. They'll let you, because you could be like bargain hunting, and you could be doing other things like that. So this leaves us, if we've got $7.62 currently bid, and we did bid at a USD value, so we won't pay more than 381 than the price we put in, but the price of DEC can vary, so you can pay more in DEC than you originally bid. You can switch your bid to bidding in DEC to try to avoid that, but I wanted to stay in USD value. But that lets me know that, you know, I'm only going to have around $2 worth of DEC left when this is done, so I do need to probably not do a lot more bids. But let me show you another example of something we could go to. So if we look at for our monsters that we currently have, I'm currently renting a lava launcher. A lava launcher is a pretty good rewards card. It helps the Tarsa deck a lot. I'm also, if I go down to my my green team, I'm currently renting. Oh, I'm not renting a. Look at. I'm getting those Pellicor mercenaries stacked up here. Oh, I'm renting a Grund, but he's probably too expensive. What's something? Well, if you looked in here and you could find a card, I'm just going to use the example of let's go ahead and we'll do it this way. We'll go to rewards card, and we'll go to rares, and we'll go ahead and look at the value of these. And this is going to be my example of why I thought we should go ahead and not buy them at $4, put in a bid, and realistically save about 15 cents. Because we can come here now, and I can look to pick up like 1 to 2 more of these rewards cards. And also, you can go ahead and look at the bid markets on these cards. So the Ventari Seedsmith, a lot of people don't like him, but I think he's actually an okay card for lower levels because he starts off with 2 ranged attack, and that's pretty good. Overall here, though, the card that I could see that I'd want to add to my collection that would probably help me the most would be this Gargoyle Devil when it comes to the 14 cents cards. Then I can look at the bids, and so they're at about 14.1. There's somebody with a 260 card bid, though. So the only way I could do this is if I wanted to bid over this one. So I can go ahead and do a copy of his price. I can do a make a bid. I can go for 1 BCX. I can do his price, but increase this to a 2. And click here, and now I can put in a bid to pick up 1 Gargoyle Lion, because I can Gargoyle Devil, and that'll be 1 more good card. We'll go ahead and look at the neutrals, because I know I have him at level 2, but it'll give me 1 more to start working my way towards having him at level 3. Now, I did that very quickly. I might cancel that bid after. No, actually 3 is a good level to push for him because he gets an extra attack, and so that's a pretty good one. 4, you might not push for until you want to get him to 5 to get that extra armor, but definitely 3 is a good level to try to push him to. All right, guys, that kind of wraps up where I was going to go with the update on GoldSteve. I'll end it here with just one little last thing. Currently, I'm sitting here in Bronze 2 at the start of the new season. Today, I'm going to try to grind this account all the way back up to Silver 3. I will probably be attempting to stay in Silver 3 and not actually move up any higher than that while I am playing. But I am going to attempt, and will be covering a end of the season push to get up to maybe Silver 2 or Silver 1 to get a better season rewards chest to see if we can do a little better than we did this time. All right, thanks everybody. These are longer videos. If you hung out for them, I know it's because they're really, really helping you, but I do understand if a lot of people did not see this ending. Have a good day. Bye.